Hear ye, hear ye. Listen, it's summer. The dog days of summer. Sun is shining bright, and so are some of our hosts on this show. I must say, we've got some exciting news that we'll share. And let me just say that whenever a few years ago I looked at this budding person, this budding analyst, and I thought, hey, they could be part of my tree. They could be big time. And so with that being said, Davis, I'm just so proud of you. Let's get to it, though. It's a Swolecast, soon to be sponsored. I'm pretty sure of it.
Are you Davis Mattek from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand content.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research before the show.
I've put no research into this. Don't know if it's true at all.
You're on the right show.
To it, bro. Live a little.
Live a little.
Just live a little, guys.
All right. Welcome in. David Kitchen alongside Davis Mattek and Peter Overzet. Guys, how's it going?
It's going great.
Doing
man.
good.
Yeah.
No obvious silhouette of our mystery guest on the thumbnail today.
Yeah. Davis said he didn't really have a guess for it too. I felt like the past two times were too easy.
It was just for whatever reason. I just got the vibes in the air for Ron.
Yeah.
I
would say
truly to this day could not say why I knew it was so obviously Ron.
This guy is a reg. One of my favorite people in the world, and is
I have a guess.
It tied in a little bit to Pete's announcement today.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna guess Tuttle, like that you were sneaking him on for like one pre-NFL season show.
Definitely not Tuttle. My guess is Neil.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
Yeah. All right. As far as like the big
The thing about us guessing though is we make the people we guessed who didn't get invited feel really bad.
yeah, like once you see who it is, you're like, dang, I really wish Neil was on this show. So he's a close friend, if I can make that joke. Before we get to Overzet's overview, gosh, there he goes.
Big.
This
NFL,
is what happens.
NFL Pete, dude.
Hey, get it out of your system now, pal.
Yeah. What they didn't say on that graphic is I'm actually going to be part of the crew working the cameras for that event. So.
All right, so let's just get out of the way before Overzet's overview, and then we'll get into that. And then I want to bring a special guest on so we can talk more about this announcement even. But Pete, this is pretty awesome, man. Not even joking. Like, this was pretty cool to see. You want to tell people what's up?
Yeah. So if you didn't see it on Twitter, so YouTube is producing the Friday night game. This is the second year they've done the Brazil game, and they want to produce like a big pregame show for it. And they asked me to be the fantasy representative on the panel because they want it to have a YouTube podcasty feel, and they want to have a fantasy spin. So I'll be popping on with the Honey Badger, Brandon Marshall, and Derek Carr to talk fantasy before the game on that Friday. Kay Adams is going to be in Brazil. I'm going to be in LA. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'll do a little back and forth with them, but in studio I'll be with those other guys.
So this is literally the beginning of your like bi-coastal. Like this is like what
this is what Smiz and Pete.
I was gonna say this is what Smiz and Jennings were doing for a while, as they were flying out there one day a week.
I don't know about that. YouTube has one game this year.
Before them, I was flying out every Monday to DraftKings to Boston to people might remember the DraftKings Sweat Show. So also was doing that.
Dave, look, I think if I could not make this about me, I think
I'm not making it
to not make it about you.
I'm saying I actually did have to go once a week, take a plane. It's not, Davis, it's not as glamorous as you might think it is. So Pretty cool. Gonna be in LA. All right. Well, I don't want to step on any jokes.
If people didn't see the graphic,
Yeah.
this might have been edited. I don't know. They asked for a headshot, and so I said,
There you go. Yeah. So I will just say that the one side of the trunk is getting pretty large. That's all I'll say as far as the tree goes. And with that being said, let's hear from the man himself. It's Mr. Overzet's overview.
Got that dog in a butt. Got that dog in a butt. Overzet overview. Come
on. Apparently, it's another DK best ball week, but can't help but notice that you guys are forgetting to use your hashtags on.
Not me.
Oh,
not me.
I've seen a few without them from Neil, from Kitchen, and I have alerted Jason Robbins, and we're preparing the vlog. So.
J-Rob is a pal. What's he gonna say? J-Rob is a pal.
You've already burned through all the credits, and you're like, "How can I break through this now?" Anthony Amico called Davis a grifter last night on Twitter because
got my ass.
Yeah, Davis is a grifter because he said Commanders rookie running back Bill was a good pick. He's right, man. Think of all the money Davis is swindling people by telling them to draft Bill, stuffing his coffers with Bill money. I mean, Davis won't even ever need to work again with this cash cow of a scheme of grifting people. Bill, the ultimate fantasy grift.
Pump my bill bags.
Pump my bill bags.
Yeah, Kitchen would accuse him of the reverse pump and dump scheme. There. Believe it or not, Amico deleted the tweets. I don't know why he deleted them. If you go look for it, there are some screenshots floating around. I don't know. If you're going to be an asshole, just own it, man. You know who wouldn't take down the tweet? Jacob Rickroad. Jacob Rickroad leaves that tweet up for a long time.
As Nick says, I'm the worst grifter of all time. Normally grifting earns money.
Yes, Davis can't feed his dogs with replies on X. It is crazy. Davis has caused so many people to lose their minds this summer, including me. My brain is still fried from playing him for an hour on last week's randomizer. I'm pretty sure when I gave up this
Chad Schroeder is in my mentions right now. Just mad. It's like, dude, I didn't do anything to you. I didn't. Like, guys, I'm just here to have a good time. You guys don't all have to be mad at me.
Well, the funny, like, to actually break, overview for a second. The funny thing about all of it is it's pure jealousy because if they actually cared about their edge, they would be like, let Davis slap this player all the way up to the fourth round and I'll get cheaper Austin Eckler or whatever the fuck they actually want. But they're jealous of Davis's clout. Anyways, when I came up the stairs, I kid you not, after doing the randomizer draft, I like almost started saying to Lauren, "Hey babe, what's up?"
Hey, babe.
I had to like stop myself.
Does she know? Does she like know the whole premise of everything? Because I know the newsletter talked about you trying to describe it, but it's
she understood the randomizer thing. I did try to explain to her like the slappy seal stuff because she heard me arfing in my office and like literally thought our neighborhood dog was like dying. And I was like, no, let me try to explain. And I just aborted. Like trying to explain what slappy and seal, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. My wife texted me during the randomizer and she said, it's enough already.
Yeah, your wife and about 5,000 people watching.
Yeah. In other news, we like to tease Davis for having 2 NFL teams he loves, but what about Kitchen? He's got to be a bigger Browns fan than Titans at this point after they signed Isaiah Bond.
Did that
just feel for you?
0 shares of Bond.
I just like to imagine you just having like these big posters, Watson, Judkins, Bond, just all up there on the wall. Fuck cancel culture. I root for who I want.
I'm a big Jerome Ford guy. That's why I like Jerome Ford.
No,
I like Harold Fannin.
Jerome Ford's gonna get busted for like holding up a grocery store within the next. Taylor Swift went on the New Heights podcast, and it got me thinking, what would be our version of having Taylor Swift on this show? And I guess it would just be JJ, except him and Kitchen would be in the same room, and Kitchen would be kind of like flirting and petting JJ throughout the interview. That's all I got, but that image has just been in my head after watching Travis and Taylor.
Pete, we're on the same wavelength with that.
That's
because
actually
one of the questions is who our version of Taylor
That's
Swift
actually one of the questions.
would be.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, let's bring on our surprise guest. One of our
whoever it is not
gosh
in the waiting room.
This is so him.
If they're so big that they're not here. Oh,
what's up?
Look who it is wearing his Fantasy Insider shirt. Love that.
I should have went and put my Chiefs jersey on for this.
I told you one of my favorite people in the world. It's Michael Leone from Established Run at 2 Hats, 1 Mic. Mike, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Why is your box so small?
It's how we do it around here.
It's a feature, not a bug.
Okay.
It's to indicate that he is not playing the game, Michael.
Why is your box so small? I'll take things Holly said for 200.
Mike, what was your reaction when you first saw Pete's tweet about being on YouTube with, Cam Newton?
I'd tell you, but considering he's part of your tree, I'm surprised you didn't know already. And I did already know, so I knew it was coming.
Well, there was precedent set by Davis not telling Kitchen he was having a baby, so I decided to just keep that rolling.
Okay, well, I did not know about it. So
no, I think it's awesome though. It's
Yeah.
so cool. Pete's gonna crush it. I can't wait to
Pete,
humble brag to all my friends that I do shows with this guy.
do you think all these Swolecasts that you've done with me, there was a purpose in it, and that was to prepare you for being alongside Derek Carr?
I thought you were going to say, do you think there's a chance you could lose the gig between now and then because of shows like this? And yes,
No,
I
think, yeah.
Anything can happen over the next 55 minutes.
Yeah. The number one thing that I thought when, I signed the contract to accept this gig was I looked up and I said, thank you, David Kitchen. It wasn't my Lord and Savior.
You said do it. You said do it for the Gipper.
I think Derek Carr and I could be, good friends. So if you will just put in a word for me.
Do you guys want to each tell me your favorite Bible verse, and I'll swap those with you?
We'll do some devotional swaps for you. All right, we're gonna get into this game, and as you guys know, I'm gonna award points to people. Pete starts off with an automatic 3-point lead because
Jesus, man, come on.
Unless Leone and
I don't want any
Davis
asterisks
have
next to my inevitable win.
Yeah, unless
start me in a 3-point hole. And then we can get
I'm starting with a
true
3-point lead, Pete, because
David is the host.
Yeah,
David is the host. What
unless
he says goes.
Mike, do you have like a big YouTube deal you want to tell us about?
I do not.
Okay.
He just started doing solo pods on Establish the Edge.
One of Peter's new colleagues can attest to. I am the poor man's Pat Mayo. So I do.
You're doing solo pods?
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, wow. So you sold JJ's thanks for tuning in, and you sold his solo pod idea. Okay.
Oh wow. I think you're gonna hear from Levitan's lawyers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who actually did do the solo pod
brand.
first, JJ or Levy?
JJ.
I mean, he's gonna say JJ's been doing the solo pod for a long time.
Yeah, he was the OG. But that's okay. All right. Let's start.
How many times is this going to get tweeted to Peter Overzet over the next 14 days?
Okay. This is actually the first question that I have is, if you looked at the announcement, Kay Adams is actually on the in studio kind of graphic with Pete. Does anybody have any personal stories that involve Kay Adams? Leone, let's start with you.
Leone?
I plead the fifth. No, the night that at Two Hats One Mic was the Two Hats One Mic origin story, if you will, involved Kay Adams calling me the poor man's Pat Mayo, and then me getting heavily intoxicated and drinking her drink when she went on stage to interview Ricky Henderson.
I was gonna say I remember a Major League Baseball legend being involved in this somewhere.
R.I.P. Yeah, I actually still have the video where you say, "Well, she's up there with Ricky now."
What's the context to the Pat Mayo reference?
There was no context.
He probably just couldn't
I think
tell
we
these dumb nerds
we
apart.
worked for the same company at the time, me and Mayo,
Okay.
and that was like the first thing she said was like, "Oh, you're like the poor man's Pat Mayo."
I feel like that's a compliment.
Yeah,
I you know, it's turned out to be quite accurate, pretty prescient. Mayo's crushing it.
All right, so +1 for Leone for
Wait, you're not going to let Davis share his Kay Adams story?
One
Davis.
point.
Do you have a Kay Adams story?
I don't think I've ever interacted with
Yeah.
Miss Adams.
And Pete, you will have a Kay Adams story.
I did my first production call yesterday. She was in the car during her production or during the meeting, and that's the extent of my interactions with Kay Adams.
Gosh, just imagining you, and not just with like Kay Adams, but like also like, was Cam Newton in this production meeting?
He was not. Brandon Marshall and Derek Carr were on this one,
Okay.
But Cam couldn't make it apparently.
Like, do you even have the balls to like voice an opinion in this production meting?
Oh no!
Like,
I was
actually,
muted.
guys, I think we need to talk about-
No. I was muted and I was doing slow draft picks. While I was...
Well, don't steal my bit, dude. That's kind of my thing.
All right. Next question, and this goes in line with Davis's vernacular and his tweets. If you've recently seen, what are we doing with the Commanders' backfield? And we'll start with you, Davis.
I moved Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt up to the same ranking in half PPR that I had Brian Robinson Jr. I moved Brian Robinson Jr. down to the 110s. I moved Chris Rodriguez to the 180s. I just did it this morning. Because I think it's one of the situations. It's very similar to the Judkins thing where ADP, I don't think you can weight it at all because all the information in the ADP is bad. And if I look up tomorrow at 11:18 a.m. after drafting for 24 hours and he's at the top of my queue every draft for 50 straight drafts, then I'll move him down.
I just wish you could have seen Leone's like initial reaction. Like,
I wasn't gonna give him the satisfaction.
He can't hide the disgust. Leone, you go next.
Well, I mean, you can't slide him all the way up to where B-Rob had. I mean, that's nuts. We don't even know.
Would you call that grifting?
That's a major grift. If you're gonna come in here and act like he's automatically gonna get the exact same role that B-Rob got. That's a little rich. And you didn't drop. Why did you drop B-Rob only to the 110s if you're gonna move JCM up? So B-Rob's got to go down further. I noticed that you hate the olds. You didn't even mention Austin Eckler, who we got to bump up a little bit here.
Yeah, I think you can bump him up. Like I think I moved Eckler to the one. I think I moved him to 148, which feels fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, Leone, why don't you focus on what you're doing and not what Davis is doing?
Fair.
Well, you're speaking to the market maker right here, so what he says goes.
No. I would say JCM's good, like 11th round, 10th, 11th round pick.
Yeah.
B-Rob falls to like 13th, 14th round pick, maybe 12th, kind of if you're very much wish casting him going to Dallas or something. And yeah, Eckler into the early 140s sounds about right. I'm with Davis on Eckler, but he's pretty safe. He becomes a very good kind of like patch the holes in your RB2 spot early in the season pick.
Especially good on hashtag DraftKings. Am I right? When those
Hashtag DK partner
hero RB builds. Pete?
Yeah, so I'm a strong believer in kind of wisdom of the crowds, aggregating opinions. So I'm actually just going to aggregate both Leone and Davis's BCM rank. And that way I can get the slappy input from Davis, and I can get the boring old man spreadsheet virgin take from Leone and get the best of both worlds.
Well, Leone is going to have him in the 80s eventually. It's just not yet. He's there. This is a runaway. It's a runaway freight train, dude. It's going in one direction.
Can I tell you what's actually going to happen?
Yeah.
This Leone's going to get to do his favorite bit again, where B-Rob's not going to get traded. We're going to get like more Chris Rodriguez team, like Austin Eckler starting. And our guy Bill is going to drop back, and Leone's going to get to go and do this post.
Dipperino.
He's going to go. We were 35 picks behind BCM for a long time, but we're now actually 5 picks ahead. And I've been getting a lot of him lately.
Yep, classic. That right there. I mean, that's best.
They call that the Luther burden. They call that the Luther burden.
Leone boomerang. He loves it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rodriguez is kind of a fly in the ointment. And also I did see one expert last night saying that Taj Brooks looked better than Bill Krosky-Merritt did.
Are you referencing your own post, David Kitchen?
One expert.
Yes.
Dude, but how fitting was it for Bill to get a wide open, like 25?
Gosh, yeah.
I think if we want to be super serious, if we want to pretend to be serious, a lot of running backs don't beat that safety to the pylon.
Yeah.
No. I would on this one. That was a sick touchdown. That was a sick touchdown. You think?
He ran fast to a wide open hole.
If we want to do bits, I'm fun to do bits. But if you're going to start micro analyzing like attack angles that running backs are taking, a lot of running backs do not beat the safety to the pylon.
Okay.
Yeah. Who do you think you are?
I don't know enough football to disagree or agree with you. I do know enough to know that it was the perfect touchdown for people on both sides
to see whatever they want.
To just be like
the Rorschach touch.
Absolutely.
Like the heavy Bill faders are like really tweeting through it with the high school running back could have made that.
The Bill faders are having a bad time. They're
having a bad time.
Yeah.
And then the Bill slappies are on the other side where they're just like, whew, not a lot of running backs could beat that safety apparently. So
it's really like a competition to who could say I slapped harder on BCM right now. It is there's a lot buddy,
I think we know who's currently holding the heavyweight belt on
Leone. Did you see their draft last night? The ADP chasing main event draft?
I just know that I texted Shope and he's like, I haven't been able to bring myself to rewatch it yet. So
I think this is on. All right, if Leone gets this correct within 5, he gets a point. Guess what number overall myself, Jacob Sanderson, Pat Crane, and Mike Shope selected Bill Krosky-Merritt?
Didn't you take him in the 8th round?
Yeah, you already said you took him in the 8th round.
That's not fun.
We literally had an exchange about this. You and me talked about this.
I don't know if you know this, but my Twitter mentions are just it's like nuclear waste, dude. Like no one should be in there ever. I can't remember what happens in there.
Davis,
you replied.
The top comment on the video, and I've never seen one of our comments. Someone else's comments got 48 likes on YouTube. That is a lot of likes for a comment.
It's a lot of likes.
It says, "I just watched 4 SEALs light 2200 on fire."
But what if?
Was there any dissenting opinion on the 8th round?
Not really. I was kind of the dissenting opinion.
The chat said you guys were debating between Tucker Kraft, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
And then did he go or not go? I don't remember.
He did. The guy who's picking behind us at the turn said if we didn't take him there, he was going to. So he wouldn't have come back around the wrap.
So what?
All right.
Really ruined the draft.
Next question.
You didn't award any points there.
Yeah, well, I was trying to, and then you guys kept on talking about yourselves.
Then Davis hijacked and said, "I'll reward a point."
Davis gets a point. Davis does get a point. That was a good segment by Davis.
The grifter gets another.
Oh, dude, I'm grifting my way. I'm like James Harden at the free throw line right now.
I am now in my cheer dad season. So last week was the first week I have watched middle school football in quite some time. Here's my question. How many yards rushing? Let's put you right now into a running back spot against a decent middle school team. how many yards rushing do you think you could have
A
against
middle school team?
a middle school team? Yes.
400. A middle schooler, low man wins. I'm 5'3". I deadlift 350 pounds.
Oh.
A middle
Davis-
schooler is not.
Davis, you
No
just
way.
admitted that the middle schoolers are bigger than you.
Davis,
Low man
I was in
wins.
the best
there's
outfit.
some big middle schoolers out there. There's no way you could have 400 yards rushing.
500. I'm looking like Derek. I'm looking like Derrick Henry out there.
Dude, you'd be running out of gas so bad.
I would be running out of gas. I would be exhausted. I
You
would be
also don't
exhausted.
realize that like sometimes the offensive line just like crumbles, and it's just like you.
Bounce it outside, brother. I'm looking like DeAndre.
You're gonna look
Swift
like Jalen Wright
2021.
behind that backup Dolphins O line out there.
I want to see Davis bounce it outside.
All right,
Not too many running backs can beat the corner to the pylon. It's BCM and Davis against middle schoolers.
Stravington just said Davis's argument is that he is lower.
That's amazing. That's the best ever. The opening argument against middle schoolers is that you are lower.
I'm stronger. I'm faster. I'm more determined. Minimum 400 yards. Minimum.
127.
I'm pretty sure.
127.
I'm pretty sure Greg Olson and Luke Kuechly They coach a middle school football team in North Carolina. So maybe if you rise up the ranks, you can ask him about this. What would you say though? How many yards rushing do you think you could get?
Leone or me?
Oh,
You. Pete.
Pete.
Here's the thing. I want to give a realistic number, but I have to say 2x whatever Davis says. So if Davis says 400, then I'm getting 800 yards.
I'm telling you guys, you do not you literally do not understand how like an 11-year-old's brain.
They're not
Like,
11, Davis. They're 14. You're thinking about fifth and sixth graders.
Dude,
They
I'm
have
gonna,
mustaches
I'm gonna,
like you, Davis.
I'm gonna,
No,
I'm gonna
these kids are
smash
pretty
an eighth
big.
grader.
They're
Dude, I think you'd roll an ankle on run number 2, bouncing it outside, and you'd have a tough time laboring.
I've
through
never
the
rolled it.
finish.
I've been skateboarding since I was 10. I've never rolled an ankle in my life.
Davis, have you ever played football?
Yeah.
Okay.
I played until I was 11. I was the quarterback. Then everyone got too tall for me, and I quit. Started doing drugs instead.
All right. Well, that took a turn. Leone.
I went with 127, man. You know, I'm just out here trying to keep it realistic.
Leone just wants to hit the 100-yard bonus and get to the ice.
Yeah, just hit the ice, man.
Well, he's taking the mean projection of what he think he could get.
You know what? I actually have a
it's
real
kinda
life
like
example for
duration in
this,
the
by
game
way.
until I get injured is
Yeah.
sort of what I'm looking at.
So I recently played indoor pickup soccer with some college kids. They were obviously all faster and more fit than me, but they're not strong. They cannot move a grown man. So I scored like 3 goals because I could just put my back into them and dribble into the net. It's the same concept.
You posted them up
I literally posted them up in pickup soccer.
on some college kids.
I
need
was
to see
playing
the
with my youngest brother-in-law, and his buddies needed a 7th or whatever.
Okay.
An enforcer.
We're gonna need some video out there. Davis, you do get a point just for the confidence of 400 to 500.
No,
yards.
I'm telling you, as a short guy, you have to be very aware of what your skills are and what they are not, or you'll be putting yourself in some really embarrassing situations. I'm telling you, this is something I can do.
Also a short guy, I will tell you that self-awareness is pretty key.
We're saying the same thing. We are saying the same thing. I'm telling you, this is not going to go the way you guys think it's
All
gonna
right.
go.
This might be an next off-season type thing where we see if there's a few middle schoolers, because again, it's not just like they're creating like clean pockets for you to run through. Like it's just a big mess out there with a bunch of bodies and
Exactly. Tell a 12-year-old to come tackle me, bro.
there was one guy who's like there's like
Dude,
just
we
clip
need to
that.
set this
Clip
up.
that.
We need
to
a
set
new
this up.
intro and tell a 12-year-old to come tackle me, bro.
all right. People are on both sides of this. So that means it was a good question. All right. What is the best excuse to give your partner so you can have an hour to finish maxing a best ball contest?
Oh,
So you have to give an excuse to your partner. Pete, you go first.
The thing is, like, the truth is you just say, like, I got to wrap up a few more pieces of work. You know, when you do what we do for a living, like, everything under the umbrella of like what's fun, what's hobby can just get blended together. So I'm just like, hey babe, I'm still just cranking out a few things. Like, I'll be up in a second. Meanwhile, it's 19 eliminator slow draft picks.
I mean, I got nothing to that's exactly it. That Pete gets the point. I mean, that's the whole analogy, the umbrella of work covering everything. Like that's it.
Davis?
why are you always on that black and yellow app? What's so interesting on your phone? I mean, yeah, it's well, what I've been doing, and Pete, Mr. Home Life Balance would be very against this. What I've been doing is I've just been, when I'm done working for the day, I bring my laptop upstairs so that before bed I can pull up all my slow drafts and rip them off with the Sidekick. Like, I could just like brush my teeth, let the dog out, like 37 slow draft picks, just like it, because on your phone it's going to take forever. But if you have automated real-time assistance, it takes like 90 seconds.
I don't think you answered the question.
I'll say
Pete gets the point. He's
yeah,
right.
Pete's the only one who really answered it. But what I was looking for is I'm actually going to do some work for you. Like, what I've been doing is offering to wash the dishes.
And
I've been doing that move a little bit too. Like, I do the dishes, get everything cleaned, vacuuming, and you get a little draft going while you're getting the dishes done. That's a good move. I like that one.
When you're on the either end of the wheel, it's even better because you just got all that extra time.
That honestly, dude, come on, guys.
What?
You don't want
Davis,
that.
You have zero legs to stand on here.
Dude,
You
know
just gotta
what's
be.
tough,
You
though?
just gotta be real about it.
I'm married to a teacher. That adjustment to having the house to myself, working home alone all day, to now Mike is around, Rachel's around, and it's a tough adjustment.
Yeah. Well, now I'm working from home too, and my wife, she filed 2 sexual harassment charges in the first week because she's also working from home. And she's accusing me of harassing her.
I thought we were done talking about your small box, David.
No. So
I do really like the idea of like your wife submitting an HR complaint to JJ about you.
all right. If I keep working out, it might be the roles might be reversed too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You are smirking so bad on this. You're so happy about that.
Keep it in your pants, Leone. All right. In honor of JCM, what's the worst fantasy football pick you have ever made, Davis?
How long do you have, David?
The grip.
So there are 2 that really stick out in my mind, but I think the best one, 2019 main event, paid for it in cash, $2,200 with my friends from dailyroto.com. We were on the clock in the 6th round. I believe it was pick 68. Podium, Darwin Thompson. Fist pumping, Darwin Thompson. I will truly never forget it. Just like, dude, I can't believe he fell here on Darwin Thompson.
All right. Let's go to Leone, who notoriously in our Dynasty League has been tanking for the past 6 years. That's not a joke. It's been the past.
I think it's
slow build.
I think it's 3 years.
No, it's more than 3.
It's more than 3.
It's more than 3.
It takes time to tank at this level. So
Leone,
we got a long list as well. I once had a high stakes NFFC draft. This is like a long time ago. This is like when I was in college, and me and my friend convinced my dad to pay for the entry for us. And we did get a hat, and we would joke that he bought a $1,500 hat because his draft did not. I think we had some weird value over replacement player stuff that really went awry. So we took first round quarterback, and then we took like no Sean Moreno, Chris Wells, like all the rookie running backs that did absolutely nothing. So, but Kyle Pitts has to be up there from last year. That was a tough one. And then, back my fantasy baseball days, I took Jason Kendall in the round 2 of a draft after like a career year, just because he had catcher eligibility. That had to be one of the worst of all time.
He was a Royal, dude. That's crazy.
That's a big pick. All right, Pete.
The year's 2022. The Kansas City Chiefs have just drafted a 5'10" wide receiver out of Western Michigan. I see one highlight clip of him and fall in love. We decide we have to take this second round pick and went 54th overall. I don't know, in the 5th, 6th round. Hey, if you get him in the 4th, go get your guy. Sky Moore. Never forget.
Never.
Leone gets the point for that. That was a good pull. A couple good pulls are there. All right. News today from the league that Daniel Jones is going to be the starter for the Colts. Over under 8.5 games started for Jones this year. Pete, you go first.
I think that's still a pretty good line, but just based on the comments I saw and this whole talk about how it's not even a short leash, he's like, don't even pigeonhole me into this being a short leash. I'm going to take the higher there. Don't say over. I know it's a DK best ball week, but it's still a higher. I'll say he starts 10 or 11 games.
Davis?
I'm just gonna say 17 at this point. Like, if you make this decision, if you make the decision and then you say, this is not a retractable leash. This man is on the longest leash imaginable. I think you just you've burnt the bridge at this point. This is Brock Purdy, Trey Lance to me. It's like there's no coming back. You don't have a Richardson package. It's over, dude. It's done.
Mr. Long.
I got to go over the comments as well about the leash. I mean, it seems like they don't want to be yo-yoing these two quarterbacks. So I'll go over. I don't think it's quite as dire for A-Rich as Davis is saying, because, I mean, Dimes isn't one of those quarterbacks that's going to fail in a boring way where it's like 6.7 yards per attempt. The team's 500.
You think the Colts don't know that, Michael?
It's difference between knowing it and then seeing him throw an egregious pick six, or just take some absurd sacks and fumble 3 times in a game. You see that a few times. The leash can't be long enough.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild for them to come out and say that, because I don't want someone like Danny Dimes thinking he has a really long leash. That's going to lead to some
that's a good
point. I want him to think this job's going to get yanked away from him the second he makes a mistake. And now Danny Dimes
but then you get Saints Jameis, which is just horrible for because you're not even allowing him to do the thing he can do.
True.
Which for Dimes is keeping plays alive and being mobile.
I'm gonna give Davis the point for that as well. All right. How bad would someone's form have to be to correct them at the gym? And let me just say, someone told me that the episode last week of the Soulcast that we did not sit well with them because of the gym bro culture that you two had when I said I was trying to get
the ladder app
back on track with the ladder app. You said it was a scam.
I just didn't want you to get scammed. I gave everyone.
That's Rich coming from a grifter.
When you think that your way is the only way, so yeah,
Dave, I'll do one better. I'm gonna re-raise you here. 2 people messaged me independently after the show and asked me, "Hey, is this the link that you were talking about for a free workout program from a PhD level exercise scientist?" And I said, "Yes, absolutely, it is for free $99."
You know what? I'm sweating my butt off. And I am swiping on the app. I'm giving encouragement to others. And I don't care about your $3.99 doctor right now. Right now, what I need is some motivation. through this app, and it's not a one size fits all, Davis. So you get minus a point for last week's making fun.
Okay.
Leone, how bad was someone's form have to be for you to correct them at the gym?
So I'm not correcting anybody. Let's be clear. But theoretically, if I was someone in a position to correct someone, I think it would have to be, are they going to hurt themselves or not?
Yeah.
Like that's the limit. You know, if they're not going to hurt themselves, I'm staying out of it. We do have this one trainer at the gym I go to who trains his mom, who's like 65 to 70, and he is difficult on her and her form. He's like, Mom, you're not getting stronger if you do it that way.
I was going to say he wants her to live to be old, man.
I know I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it is somewhat shocking to hear though. It's good on her and good on him. She takes the feedback.
Mr.
Well,
Beast,
yeah.
Mr. Beast is spending millions of dollars on his mom a year. Did y'all see this clip where he's like trying to get her to
so plugged in normie culture? It's like unbelievable.
Do you not have a For You page? I mean,
my For You page does not. It does. I'm so removed from it. I don't even get normie stuff on there.
What is your For You page look like?
It's not good. I'm not saying. I'm not saying it's good, but I don't get Mr. Beast on it.
Do we have a topic today about Davis using the word epistemology in one of his posts earlier today?
I was gonna have him spell it in a later. Don't, Davis. Davis is like, oh, we're gonna do it right now.
Is that a hard word to spell?
Yeah. So the thing about this is, I would say 99% of the time when someone does the correcting move, it is all out of self-interest to make themselves feel better and superior. They're not actually being altruistic and care about that person's development in the gym. So unless you are literally threatening to hurt yourself, or you're like trapped underneath like a bench, like you do your thing, you live your life. I am not interfering with you.
Okay. Agreed there. I'm going to give the point to Pete and Leone.
You gave the point.
Answer.
Pete saying what I said.
Yeah, I said both of you get a point.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you guys are now just trying to rationalize how Dave comes up with these points, I'm just begging you not to.
I don't even get to give an answer.
Well, that's what happens when you try to bully people last week on this show.
Okay. All right.
It's just like you want to bully those middle schoolers into a 400-yard rushing game.
I didn't say I was going to bully them. I said I was going to run through.
No,
them.
we know you. I just
this is a Napoleon complex.
There's a couple like studs out there that I know you could not like get past. Like they would they'd get you.
All right, Dave. Okay, sure.
They'd get me. Like this is not a knock on you, David.
Sure,
Davis is giving you the middle schooler attitude now. He's really trying to get in character.
Okay, Dad. Whatever. All right, no cap. Let's get on to the next one. What is the best home league scoring setting that you could give somebody? This is a question that we had pop up in the Discord for Swolies. So if you had a suggestion to give someone as far as like a home league scoring setting with home leagues coming on, they want to know, what would you suggest to them? Let's start with you, Pete.
I thought you were going to get in a joke about me not being in any home leagues here.
That's why I just want to get it out of the way.
So my favorite thing for just home, because it is, let's be honest, it is so hard convincing your group of college friends or high school or whatever to have any kind of like legitimately cool quirk. Like if you've ever tried to convert a 1QB league to a super flex league with your friends,
we did, but it took 3 years. It took 3 years. Yeah.
We didn't even have decimal scoring until 2014.
So the one thing that I've been able to get through reliably is I just say, let's convert a couple of our bench spots. I'm not saying we do any less rounds. Let's convert them to starting lineup spots. So the best drafters are rewarded more for building a really good team. And the waiver wire actually has more fun players because people are having to make tough choices as far as who to churn and stash on their team and not just everybody hoarding the fun sleepers.
Davis?
Full PPR, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 3 flexes.
Okay.
It's perfect. 16 roster spots. It's going to be nice churn. Everyone's going to have to learn some names. Everyone's going to learn about Chris Rodriguez. It's good. It's good fun.
All right. Leone.
You didn't give me my point last round, so I would appreciate that.
Buddy,
I
if
was
you
going
think
to
Dave is
say
producing this
something
show,
similar to what Peter said, which is like replace the kicker and defense with flex spots. That was going to be my suggestion. I am in a super flex league though that does some quirky quarterback scaring, which does scare people off a little bit. But if you add in some like harsher penalties for interceptions or sacks taken, things like that, you can make a super flex league so you're not auto starting a QB in that second spot. And then there's like this huge wide range of outcomes in QB scores where, you know, someone like Justin Fields could score like 2 points on a week if he's like horrendous and taking a bunch of sacks. And so I think making the scoring in two quarterback or in super flex leagues like a little bit harder on the quarterbacks is a good tweak.
Yeah, Superflex was the answer. More points, the better. All I know is that whenever I try to introduce something new to the league, immediately it's pushback because they think I'm doing it to benefit myself. Like it's like skepticism. So that's why you gotta get a proxy to suggest it. So Superflex was the answer. Good job, Leone. More points, the better. That's really what it boils down to. So Leone does get the point. Davis, please. What is the best panic back stack with your final 2 picks in a best ball draft? Leone, you go
There
first.
has to be a quarterback in your last pick.
17-18 or 19-20.
Panic back stack.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it like Dart Slayton?
Say it with
Okay.
your chest.
With Dart Slayton, do you want to expand on that?
Did you think there was going to be like balloons coming down for getting the
Yeah,
correct answer?
where did the graphics guy go? Where did the graphics guy go?
Show me.
Hey, buddy, good answer.
You are the
Jackson-
millionth customer.
Jackson Dart has legitimate upside with rushing ability. He's played well in the preseason. Darius Slayton's big playability. He's just undervalued every single year. I like that one. I mean, what are you going to do? Like, I mean,
Didn't even mention
Tyler
the
Shuck,
22.
Tyler Shuck and Mason Tipton, bro.
All right. Davis.
Pete stole my answer, so I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers, Pat Fryermuth, dude. Fryermuth watched the Loose Change documentary and tweeted about it, dude. He's in the inner circle.
Gosh, you're so close, Davis. Peter.
Real answer. You got to do this within like the next 5 hours. Danny Dimes and A.D. Mitchell.
that was my second.
Yeah. No.
A.D. Mitchell, not an 18th round pick if you're using the Davis Mattek rankings. Let me tell you that.
I'm not.
He's
You don't have
up
to
there
worry
with
about
Michael Leone. Touch the run. Davis. Okay.
That might be the biggest delta between me and, like, obviously Leone and I stuff would have a huge delta, but I bet there's like a 75 pick delta on A.D. Mitchell and our stuff.
Pete gets 1 point, and Davis, you get a half a point because you were almost there. It is Aaron Rodgers, but it's Roman Wilson.
Do not say Roman Wilson,
What?
dude.
Yeah.
Can we rescind
Yeah, good luck with
his
that.
ability to
like
fish
this.
out points?
This isn't even around the swole anymore. It is like apples to apples, just trying to guess what kitchen likes
No.
every single round.
There's
I'm just saying
already an
that-
answer.
that was the
yeah,
perfect-
I've noticed this. There's a preconceived answer that we're supposed to
There's a
get.
perfect answer. There is a perfect answer. You guys don't meet it, and so I give.
Well, this is why I just yelled Jackson Dart Darius Slayton, because it doesn't matter what I say. I just gotta hope I think
That's
the right
all
answer.
you said, Leone. That's all you said.
Exactly,
You didn't yell
exactly.
it. You just said
It's-
Dart Slayton.
I just gotta hope I nail it. Either I've nailed it or I haven't.
Well, you
know,
got to
the
convince me
justification.
otherwise. And when you say
There-
Dart Slayton,
That face was so good.
that's not convincing me.
Yeah, that's a real poor man's Pat Mayo ass comment.
All right. Which is the first coach to get fired? And you can, if you don't know the coach's name, you can just say the team. But what is the first coach's name?
I actually appreciate
I
that
know.
guy. You don't even.
I'm
need
not
to
going to
the
strip
coach's
any
name.
cred from you before you. We'll let Pete Google coaches' names, and while we do that, Davis, you're first.
Shane Steichen. He basically just announced today that he plans on being fired. So, I mean, I would guess. I think they have a really easy game week 5. I want to say maybe it's the Raiders, and if they lose that game, he's done. It's gone. It's over.
Okay, Leone.
Man, this is a tough one.
There's one right answer, Leone. Can you guess it?
I'll go. I'm worried because they have a rookie quarterback, so this might buy him some time. I'm gonna go Brian Daboll. I mean, things for the Giants have been rocky for a bit, and he very easily could have gotten the axe already. So if it starts out pretty disastrous with Russ, they might just bring in a new coach and then start dart afterwards.
So you're just gonna say the same?
I just want to talk about
every
Jackson
answer.
Dart.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about Jackson.
Find a new slant, Leone.
Pete.
I'll take the Bengals coach, whatever his name is. Apparently, I don't need to know it. I mean, if they underwhelm and miss the playoffs again in this prime window you have with Burrow, Chase, and Higgins, he's going to be on the hot seat if they have another slow start.
What? Why the surrender cobra, Leone? What's going on?
I was just.
Your spreadsheet messed up?
I would hate for this to happen, but I just, Mike McDaniel, like there's like the bottom could fall out of Miami stuff.
Yeah.
I like Mike McDaniel, but that
you don't
like
like
it.
That could be a train wreck. That could go south fast.
I'll tell you what, it's clearly not Zach Taylor because he's got 2 years left on his deal, and the Bengals owners are so cash poor that they kept Marvin.
Coach.
Zach Taylor is the Bengals coach. Yeah.
I was telling Peter.
They kept Marvin Lewis around as he just lost every single year because they didn't want to pay his contract.
If they start 2-6, heads are going to have to roll, and it's not going to be Burrow's head. I'll tell you that.
It'll be what's his name, Lou Amorano.
Did you see how long they left Burrow in the game last night? He's taking sacks there.
He was also like just running around.
People were saying he want, like Joe Goodberry was tweeting, like the only explanation for this is that Burrow said he wanted to play.
He was making some nice throws though.
That kind of checks out with his personality that I saw watching season 2 of Quarterback on Netflix.
Normie culture, Pete.
Speaking of which, Leone, are you watching Bills Hard Knocks?
I watched the first 2 episodes. Maybe there's only 2 episodes. Yeah,
I've only seen one.
I've been watching.
You make your popcorn, and
the consensus is that Bills fans love it, and it's extremely boring for anybody that's not.
Keon Coleman's made some nice plays there in the practices. Enjoying that, Leone.
Don't get me started.
You don't like Keon Coleman?
I love Keon.
You didn't read his tweet thread the other day?
Gosh, no, I must have missed it. Saying that you like Keon Coleman over Shakir? Is that what you're saying?
Over Pearsall.
I did. God damn it. I hate you guys.
Over Pearsall. Very nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Leone's tweet said, if Keon Coleman had gotten shot, we would be taking him in round 5. I believe is what he said.
It's a good summary.
All right. I don't think I awarded a point for that. So we'll give Davis another half point to get him to 3. And that's it. Because
what's the correct answer, Kitchen?
The real answer is Callahan. Probably he's probably going to be. It came out today that he almost got fired at the end of last season too. So I'm not sure if he's going to be the first coach fired, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get fired. Actually, I did like the McDaniel answer too. Let's give Leone a point. That was probably the best answer because things could just turn into a really big mess there in Miami.
Like heads have to roll sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. What is your personal plan to stay fit during the fantasy football season? Davis.
I'm going to move my wake up time an hour to 4 a.m. So
keep in mind, Davis, you're going to be a dad for the first time. Okay.
I know.
All right.
I know. My current working plan is that I am going to get I've already got it, a baby Bjorn to put the kid on my chest.
Yeah.
Just so that I can go walk. The weather should be acceptable enough to put a kid in. Again, I don't know anything about being a dad. Really, I have no idea if this is possible, but this is my current operational plan is to get, 12, 13,000 steps a day in
You can get a stroller too. I will say this, Davis.
Well, a kid is like rucking though. Adds extra weight.
But not every kid is the same. I had one kid that loved the Baby Bjorn, one kid that did not. So, just know that.
I recently did this with my baby niece when we were on vacation, and I took her on like a 4-mile walk, and she slept the whole time.
Is it the reason why you don't want to use a stroller is because like you'd have to have both hands on the stroller and you couldn't?
David,
No,
like,
but if I
do a nice little phone holder there so you can swipe.
if I
on the
can
puppies on the
if
walk.
I can ruck a little bit, if I can add, I guess 6 to 8 pounds depending on how old and how big the kid is.
Davis has
for
no
a ruck.
clue. He definitely Googled about what does a baby weigh. It's like,
Well,
Can someone Photoshop a middle school football player in the baby?
obviously, Leone, my kid's probably going to err on a normal distribution on the smaller side. I think
left
that's
skewed.
yeah, it'll be left skewed. So, but also like he's gonna grow. What is a 6-month-old weigh? Anyone fucking knows, not me.
Andrew said Davis just wants to be a kangaroo. All right, Leone, what's your personal plan to stay fit during the season? You've done this for a while.
I'm going to manipulate time by dividing the day into 3 days. Okay, I'm going to go from 6 a.m. to noon to 6 to midnight. So you guys are out here. You got 1 day. I got 3 days. You stack that up over a week. You stack that up over an NFL season. I'm going to crush you.
All right, that was good. Pete.
Yeah. So, my kind of
because you're going like across the country now, like
and honestly, I think there's one thing that's going to keep me up to date, and the Ladder app is built.
The Ladder app, yes,
you
can take it with you.
Video demonstrations and precise pacing built in. It's going to be what keeps me on the straight and narrow, baby.
That is, but the one I use, you need a little bit of gym equipment. But that will help you out. Leone, great answer. You get the point, sir. I'm excited to see you manipulate time.
Yeah, Leone, that it's kind of like when Corain makes a really funny joke, you're kind of surprised by it, so it's actually funny.
Thanks, Davis. Appreciate you. All love, man.
All right. What player in percentage terms has been the highest riser in flagship best ball contests this year?
I think there's actually a better answer if you're going from open till now.
Yeah,
it's Emeka Igbuka who was outside the top.
If it's percentage, not on percentage, because
and
David says Igbuka.
Backwards?
Who are you saying, Leone?
I'm gonna say Bill.
Okay, Peter.
Maybe he hasn't caught up.
I'll say Dobbins.
Henderson.
Yeah,
Henderson.
Oh well, I was using percentage the way Sam Sherman used to do it on ADP chasing, where
it counts different ways of doing percentages.
Well, he would wait where they started at, like he would like a
so
guy.
He undid the percentage.
I don't know how he did it, dude.
He
It's
rolled
math.
the percentage back
it's all
to make it not a
magic to me.
percentage.
But he would wait. He would wait the starting point. Like if a guy started at 45 and moved to 30, that would be a larger move than going from 150 to 120.
Davis trying to await his own answer.
No, I'm saying it's all Greek to me. I don't know.
Okay. Pete.
I said Dobbins.
Oh, did everybody say did Leone say yours?
JCM, Bill.
Okay. I think it's probably
he doesn't have the answer.
All these opinionated.
No, you guys haven't convinced
something with a concrete answer. I think it's.
Yeah, we finally get one where there actually is a right and wrong answer.
Well, Leone, let me take you through the business here. No one ever does any work before the show. Dave asked the Swollies chat an hour before for an outline for the show. No one does it. Then I type the entire outline for the entire program, and Dave says,
came up with the best prompt.
Stuff.
I came up with the best question of the day, though.
Sure.
The middle school football one.
Sure.
Yeah, that was good.
It was good.
Which leads us to the last one. How many years before Pete is too big for the Swolecast show? That is a Davis question. Pete, let's start with you.
That was so cool. That was like Zach
I mean-
Galifianakis on like Between Two Ferns. Like that was such great.
I mean,
delivery.
considering I should have never accepted to do this show in the first place, I feel like it's
Oh
like
my gosh, this show propelled you. You made a
It's the domino meme. Pete makes the Swolecast audition tape. Pete
he
is
makes the
live on
parody
set with
audition
Derek
tape,
Carr.
and then he says he never should have done it.
No, you guys are just family. I'm just stuck with you forever. Ideally, I would just see you once a year at a family reunion, but you guys like live on the same cul-de-sac as me, and it just is what it is.
Leone.
I mean, you can burn bridges with family, so I wouldn't take Pete's answer there to make you guys seem safe. You've got a year tops. I mean, enjoy it. Enjoy this season.
Okay, Davis.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be too obvious for Pete to quit this year, but I think it'll start slowly.
It's too obvious. I love
And
that.
I think what'll happen is Pete will be like, well, maybe we don't do off season since Dave has the DK thing and Davis is partnering with anyone that'll throw $7 at him. Like maybe we don't do the off season one. And then it'll come to getting ready to do the in-season program, and Dan will be like, all right, like I'm in, like let's do it. And Pete's like, dude, sorry, I had this other commitment. I'm actually doing the MSNBC pregame show with Barry, and that's it, and it's over.
Yeah.
I will say, if you keep doing NFFC drafts that aren't behind the paywall, I will probably quit the show.
That was Davis's idea. People was like, "What? Why are we?"
I literally didn't think about it until like we were halfway through the draft.
That stuff should be behind the paywall. We are going to have a paywalled show this year, Davis, and you're not going to cheat those people who give us their hard-earned dollars. But
that also
right.
come up with ideas for the show for us.
Yeah. So, Davis, extra point for you. So you got 4. Leone's got 5. Pete's got 5. This is the special segment, the end segment, where we give a point for each answer. This is the trivia segment. This is famous. Well, you got to guess whatever. I'm going to give a hint, a quote. You got to guess what it is. To be or not to be, that is the question. It's the first
Shakespeare.
Bill Shakespeare, JCM.
Hamlet.
Bang. My God.
That was not clear from the question.
I've been pretty clear. Who said the quote?
Who said the quote? The famous plays.
Oh, okay.
Hamlet. Okay. I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. This one's you probably
it's a president.
No, you probably aren't going to get this because I am actually a play guy, thespian is what they say. It is
To Kill a Mockingbird.
A Streetcar Named Desire. Close.
This better be leading to a really good punchline.
All right. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle. Tennessee has just pulled a miracle.
I don't know. It's from the
How do I remove myself?
86 Super Bowl.
I knew we were getting somewhere with that.
Anybody know what it is though? That play, that famous play?
It's the Music City.
Yeah, that knocked the Buffalo Bills out of the play.
That is. Leone, you should have got that one.
Making sure people knew the context there, Peter. Behind Music City Miracle. I appreciate you letting them know that it knocked the Bills out of the playoffs.
Who gets the point? I said it.
Davis, you get a point.
Then if I name the players, do I get a point?
Okay.
If you can name all 22 players on the field, you can have the point.
Why check to Dyson?
So what's the score, Davis?
5-6 to 6.
Okay. I don't believe what I just saw.
Kirk Gibson.
Yes. Gosh, I knew you would crush this game, Leone. I knew it. He's a baseball player, Pete. All right. Do you believe in miracles?
Al Michaels.
Mike Eruzione.
What's it called though?
USA beating
Miracle
USSR.
on Ice.
Miracle on Ice. Davis gets the point. Peter, you just look there and or sit there and look cute.
I'm practicing not being on the show.
Montana throwing in the end zone. Clark caught it. Dwight Clark.
Oh,
the catch.
catch,
the immaculate.
yes.
Oh, I thought that was the immaculate.
No.
Oh, immaculate reception is the Steelers.
That's Franco Harris.
Yeah.
So, all right, Leone, you're the winner. You're the big winner of today's show.
Thank you to Perplexity for sponsoring that segment.
No, dude, he used Claude for that.
That
one.
was ChatGPT.
I knew that.
I said,
fucking
"Ooh, I
AI
like that.
written
Give me
all
more."
over it.
I said, like, I knew the to be or not to be. I knew the no flags in the field. I need to fill it out though. That's that's the benefit of
Love
AI.
that segment. Don't let them.
Okay, all right,
naysay
Leone,
you.
come back and redeem yourself. It's your own version of Music City Miracle. You have the floor. You can say whatever you want to right now.
Just appreciate spending an afternoon with you three fine gentlemen. What a life that
Yeah.
this is considered work. As Peter says, there's a large umbrella of things we can throw under work, and this is one of them. So let's all enjoy the season.
I can't have
and not
lunch. I can't have lunch, Rachel. I'm working.
I'm having hourly anxiety attacks over whether or not Ricky Pearsall is going to bury me by week 3 or week 7. So
Are you really not drafting the shot demon?
I draft everybody, Davis.
I know. Me too.
Dude, if you saw my running back exposures, it is gross.
I mean, you and Dink have the same top drafted running back.
This is Rashawn Johnson as well.
Yep.
Gross. All right.
Is Dink whining like how? I can't wait for Established
Dink's-
Million this year to see how long he doubles down on the Bears again.
Also, he is he loves to tilt more than any person
He does.
I've ever met, and he's already tilting so hard because he has
loves to tilt.
I know, shocking. He's got a lot of Chris Godwin and Jalen McMillan and not much Ibuka, and he's like he's going through it a little bit already.
All right. Obviously, great to have you here, Mike, with us. Was a very fun show. Appreciate you being on. Davis, you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, immediately following this, you will be directed to a stream with myself and Patty Millions, where we draft some best ball teams together. That'll be your ADP chasing replacement program for the day.
Okay. I'll also be drafting on the late round stream this afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern, if anybody wants to.
You want me to do the redirect to you?
Sure. Go for it. Although
That's what the hashtag brothers do for each other.
yeah, we're almost at 8K followers, Davis. So late round might beat the Davis Mattek channel to 10K.
Well, I mean, you only have an email list with 500,000 emails on it.
No.
So
we just rising tide lifts all boats. All it takes is one guy doing a parody.
it's not my experience, but other than that,
One
Is
guy.
Davis in a boat in this analogy, or is he out there on a little?
I was gonna say
jet ski?
the meme is David is the mom saving all the people, right? Peter is the kid, Tuttle's the other kid. I'm the skeleton
He's drowning.
at the bottom.
No, Davis, you're crushing it, man.
Yeah, you're doing
Totally.
good, Davis.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're doing good, Davis. All right. Pete, final thoughts.
I'll say if you're, a 13-year-old prepubescent boy in the greater St. Louis, Missouri
Watch
area,
the fuck out.
it's a bad fucking week to be a football player. Just you ain't gonna be low man down, I'll tell you that.
All right. All right. All right, that's it for the show. Shout out to these three guys. Shout out for everyone joining us. For me, it was actually 2 days with you on this show because I was with you in the first window of time up until noon and then also now afternoon. So this is my second day with you guys manipulating time with Leone. If you would, hit that follow button. We need to get it to 10K. We can't have Pete associated with the
Subscribe
show.
button.
What's that?
Subscribe button.
Whatever. We can't have Pete associated with a show that doesn't have 10K.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed his last episode. This is actually a stealth pilot for a new show.
So, Pete, congrats, man. You have crushed it. You have been inspiring to those like Davis, and we can't wait to see you to reach new heights in this new role. So on behalf of Pete, Leone, and Davis, I'm Kitchen. We'll catch you next time here on the Swolecast. Peace.
Can you Davis Mattek from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand context.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.